Hey, listen, damn it. Y'all make me mad. 3. Please help me understand the truth of boxing. Allow me to help you understand the truth of boxing. You speak the truth of boxing to me, and I will at least attempt to do the same. Well, I tell you what I say. I question the truth of that boxing can't be governed. You're telling me it can't be governed. You're telling me there's no need for it to be governed, but I believe the truth speaks to something different. Let's talk to Teddy. Why is there not a professional league? Why is that? And I believe the only thing you can tell me is something that which is corrupt. That which is not right. When you shine the truth on it. I am not judging it. I am saying that this truth says something to it, and it says something different than what is currently occurring. There is a truth of what is currently occurring, but there's a truth that speaks to its need or lack thereof of what it is that's current, and how a change is necessary only by way of what the numbers say, what the truth says. There's something they can use to quantify and qualify, to verify, validate, and vouch for the truth. You have the top 10 in each weight class, and you gotta get rid of some of the weight classes. You gotta bring them down. You gotta combine them. And the number one, the champion, the number one, I guess they are the same except for the number one contender, must always fight that who is justly in line. He always fights number one. One must fight two must fight 3, and so on and so forth. And you must work your way up the line. 3 should get a shot at 2. It is only right for him to see if he can become 2, if he can knock 2 down to 3. 4 to 3, 5 to 4, it goes on. And the one above must prove that he is better than the one below. And that there is money in this setup and situation. There is money for this specific thing, more than what is currently there. They say boxing is dead, but it's not dead. That motherfucker's just on life support. It's not dead because you're going to watch it. Hell, it's going to be a fight tomorrow night. It's not dead. It's just struggling. And the truth speaks to this. And the truth speaks to the mindset that people believe it is dead. It is just low on life. It's not dead. There's something there to rise up. And there's a truth that speaks to this, and the truth of the matter and way in which this can be achieved. You always have a big fight. You always have a major card of the heavyweight, the bruiserweight, the cruiserweight. The ones that would be top that the people want to see. Every year, you have this major card. That's the one you pay-per-view. You pay-per-view that one. Or maybe 2 a year. Well, but once again, what does numbers say? Can you really have a blowout? Can you charge $100 for once a year? Can you charge $100 for pay-per-view? And there's a money in that. Would enough people pay $100? What is that mark? What is that right mark? What are people willing to pay? The better quality, more people are willing to pay. So what is the best quality, and how much would people want to pay? But I believe that is the path to getting to that, bringing about the change that's necessary. if you just start by just taking all the don't say rookies, the amateurs, you start looking at them first, and you take those, those professionals, those high ranking who aren't beholden to somebody. You get them on board, and you there's a way to do it, and you get money from people who are willing to put within it. And shit, can you sell stock in it? But there could and should be a governing body, and then that's how we truly get the best fights. And because people want to see the best fights, the numbers say this. You do the best fights, you do the fights that people want, and the money is made. But there are people who are preventing these fights because of the fear of them losing money. Right? But think about that. It makes money, but there are people who are fear of losing money or losing out on money. Right? They don't want to take some of those dangerous fights. They don't want to take those fights where they don't believe they have the best chance of getting paid. And yet, there has to be some corruptness in that because people want those fights. People want the fights. The money says it. So, if you have that fight, the money is made. But the thing is, once you have an investment in less than both entities, that's when the problem arises. Because you're worried about not getting cut. You're worried about your man getting knocked down, and then what? And then it's going to be hard to get a big cut. But in a government organization, they have both of them. He loses. Right? He gets to fight again. And the truth of who is the best will bear out. So it's truly about being the best. The money game isn't involved. There's no money to say this is what you get paid to give incentive to boxers to be with the organization. And then you got to have at least, a boxer must fight at least 3 fights a year. Right? Could you do that? Could you safely do that? If you really test them and control the test and really, scan him out there every fight and make sure he's good to go. Can't withstand that, right? It was done before. I think 3 is a number, but at least 2, but I think 3 is a number. 3. That's once every 4 months. Yes? You fight, you rest 3 months, you fight. Does it go right? Shit, put your ass in a hyperbolic chamber for a good 2 months.